This Friday, my next guest makes his PFL debut when the promotion makes their first stop to Tennessee, where he'll be facing Marathon MMA's Nick Meck. You've seen him on the program before. He's Kevin Sweet Pease. How's it going today, Kev?
It's going great, brother. Happy to be here.
So I thought our next conversation would have been entirely different. I was thinking maybe a vacant title, be it in one promotion, or even maybe a fight at another promotion, which in a way, it's what we're doing. But this time we're going to the next level. We're going to the PFL. We're no longer like regional. We're the next level now. The co-leader, if you want to go by Don Davis's statement. So how did all this come to play?
Well, after my last fight with CJ, I was told that the title shot would be next for me. So I was excited. I was getting ready for that. I was intrigued to see who I would face. Then the company ended up telling me that they were going to go with a different direction. And so I had to kind of regather myself and think, what's my next move? How am I going to pivot from this? And I'm the kind of guy, like, if I don't see a vision somewhere, I don't like to just hang around. And I was looking to get some new blood, experience a new kind of scene. And I reached out to my management. We talked about Fury. Funny enough, the opponent I'm facing now, I was offered in Fury. He didn't feel like competing on that day. And then PFL called and we got it done for August 2nd. So it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, because I know we kind of talked behind the scenes a little bit about different promotions. I'm always sold on Fury FC. I have I guess an affinity with Fury promotions, be it Cage Fury or Fury FC. And I thought it made sense there for someone like you. Your weight class is kind of growing at Fury FC. And then, like, out of the blue, you kind of messaged were like, PFL. And I was like, okay. It seems like everyone goes to PFL now. And this card actually is kind of fun, too. You open the card. The fight after you is another Memphis fighter, Angelo Willis. Mm-hmm. So, they knew where to go to when they wanted some Southern talent added to the card to kind of open it up before the seasonal fights. And, we kind of mentioned that your opponent is Nick Meck. You've actually shared a card with him with CFFC when they made their North Dakota debut. You came out on top. He fell short to JP St. Louis. What have you known about Nick, and what else have you seen from him since?
I think he's a powerful guy. I think he's a good athlete. I think he's got a good wrestling base that presents a lot of problems for a lot of guys. But, of course, I see a lot of holes that – with my skill set, I believe I can exploit in devastating and dominating fashion.
Nice. And then, there's always the debate of it's like a dick measuring contest sometimes of this gym is better than this gym. He's over at Marathon MMA. Everyone knows it's Glory MMA under a different name because James Krause can't gamble correctly. You're over at Kill Cliff, and of course, Memphis Judo and Jiu-Jitsu as well. Both gyms having top talent. So that's throw the dick measuring contest out of the way, but who are you training with for this one in particular?
Gilbert Burns is getting ready for Sean Brady, and we worked a lot this camp, grappling and sparring. Mukhamad, who fights in PFL, he's about to fight Ray Cooper next. I worked with him a lot, and just all of our top welterweight talents that we have at the gym. I don't know if I feel like Marathon is more of a lighter weight guy gym, but at Kill Cliff, we have the best group of welterweights on the planet. So I'm beyond ready for anybody at the weight class.
Nice. And I guess, the next question too is this is a showcase bout. Usually the showcase bout comes with some entry to the next year's season and so on. Has there been talks of what's next, or is this a one-off for now? See how this one goes, and then 2025 comes into talks afterwards?
So there's a one fight option. Whenever I'm looking to I don't mind getting deals done. I just want to be assured that I'm going to be kept busy. So with this fight, they can bring me back and we can put on another great show, or they can choose to let me go. Either way, I'm happy with what I'm being compensated with, and I'm just excited to fight August 2nd and the biggest opportunity of my career so far.
Nice. And then, it's always fun too. I think you're one of the rare ones who are coming into PFL already used to the fight kit, and essentially, because you've worn Takedown for the past however many fights as well. So this one, you're just not going to have the Apex Fitness and all that on there as well. I fucked up Richie's company. He knows what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm talking about. Aper Fitness. We just won't have the different logos on it. You'll have a PFL badge essentially.
Hmm.
Outside of that, anything else like feel different coming into this one?
Just it's a world class stage. You know, these are the big lights. This is where many great champions like Impa Kasanganai, Ray Cooper, Maga Millions, who I watch a lot. You know, Magomedu Maladov. So a lot of the best 170s are in this tournament in the world, I believe. So just being able to dip my toe into that roster and that group of talent, it's an honor, and I'm super excited for it.
And then, on top of that too, like with the gym too, Killcliff obviously large gym has a lot of people already in the PFL. Say an extension does come into play where they say, hey, Kev, come out and do the season next year. I know you like being active anyway, so the season actually might be a great format for you where like many others, it's not. People actually are hurting themselves trying to make this the seasonal format. How does it feel like? Is there any concern of like other Killcliff people being in the season with you? Because like you guys don't fight each other. It's usually like unless you have like an Ian Gary being a dickhead to like everyone else in the gym. Like no one ever wants to really fight each other from down there.
No, we don't, but this is the fight business and they pay us to fight, and it's not about like being emotional about getting offered maybe your teammates. I think we're all just love the opportunity to make money and be on a big stage, and we just know may the best man win, and whatever happens after, whether it's your teammate or a guy you don't know, you just wish each other the best and move on.
Nice. And then kind of ask who you were training with. Who's coming with you for this one?
So Rosendo Sanchez, who's been a staple in all my fights since the amateur days, he'll be there. Saeed Saparov, he's been with me almost my entire pro career and been helping me build different skills that I don't think maybe all coaches are conscious of, and the way he is. And then my striking coach, Greg Choplin, very high level striker himself, won world titles in his disciplines, and he helped me for the CJ fight last. And he's been like an invaluable source to help me grow as a complete fighter. And I love the group of cornermen I'm taking with me, and we're excited to put on another dominating performance.
Being in Tennessee, it's right there next to, you're at home. It's been a while since you fought at home. You fought in like Mississippi and so on. How's it feel to kind of have that hometown? I don't want to even say advantage because like you're all kind of just fighting anywhere anyway, but like the hometown crowd essentially.
It's just nice. My fans in this area can have a better opportunity to come see me than when I was fighting in North Dakota or New Jersey. So I'm excited for them to turn out and me have the opportunity to put on a great show and performance for them at a global stage.
Nice, and you're coming in undefeated. Your opponent his only loss is JP St. Louis. Not one to be upset about. JP could very well be on the next level. I want to say he did try out or go to Challenger Series. I want to say for PFL. Great matching. It's very rare. It seems sometimes to say PFL like nailed it. They nailed it for like the rest of this year so far. I don't know if they changed anything up and all, but they're really nailing down some of these matchups. So this should be a really interesting fight. I mean, you push forward from start to finish. He pushes forward as long as he's not getting dominated like the JP fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be a fun matchup for the fans. But I'm going to pass the mic to you because obviously, training camp's nothing new for you. Fighting's nothing new for you. I'm sure there's probably some new sponsors that you haven't shouted out yet. I'll pass the mic to you to kind of give out all the sponsor shout out. Mike's all yours.
Yeah, shout out to Raw Farms. They've really helped me out for my PFL debut. Shout out to Desi Saturdays. They've been a great support since my last camp. I love those guys over there, and they're a young group of guys who got a lot going for them. And I'm just grateful for their help and support. This fight is, it's nothing new. It's another tough opponent. It's another challenge. It's another step up where when I win, it's going to be a nice name on the resume, and I believe it's going to prepare me for the fights to come. He's got a style that I think brings a lot of guys in the division a problem, but I believe I'm tailor-made to defeat this kind of opponent. And on Friday night, August 2nd. I'm excited to bring out more skills and show the world more of what Sweet Pea can do under the bright lights.
Nice. And I wouldn't be my normal dickhead self if I don't ask this question to kind of end everything now. You have a full arsenal of weapons when you're in the cage. Is there any concern about not being able to use the elbow in an MMA fight?
It's sad. You know, I fell in love with it my last fight, and I think this guy is tailor-made to get elbowed in the face. But it's just another piece of adversity I'm going to have to overcome. And adversity is a commonplace in this sport. I have so many other weapons I can bring to lever and use against him that I took my elbow pads off 3 weeks ago and didn't stress about it and just worried about all the other deadly weapons I can use against him.
August 2nd, this Friday. This is going to be going up like tomorrow. Like we're recording it on a Sunday. It's probably going up tomorrow. Just kind of give you a week lead into this fight. You know, you weigh in Thursday, you fight Friday, and then you guys start negotiating Friday night again for the next one. Best skill on the fight. You know, look forward to it. It's the very first fight on the card. Back-to-back Memphis fighters. This is what you want to tune in for.
Yes.
You know, these two fights will be better than the Golden Girl fight that they have. Tune in. PFL, I think it's PFL 7 this time. Friday night. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.